Adele James speaks out amidst Queen Cleopatra series controversy. Adele James, the star of Netflix docu-drama Queen Cleopatra, has come out to react after Egyptian authorities accused Netflix of misrepresenting history by casting a black woman to play Cleopatra. While appearing on Channel 4's Steph Sparks Lunch with her co-star John Partridge, Adele James addressed the high-profile criticism about being a black actress playing Cleopatra. She said, and I quote, "It would be naive of me to say I didn't expect anything at all, or I didn't expect the scale of it. And I think it's distressing for anybody to receive any level of abuse, let alone the scale and the nature of what I have received, which is fundamentally racist, all of it. People are talking about the wrong things. Yes, we don't know where her mother was from or her paternal grandmother, but also the show is about so much more than the question mark over a race." She continued, "If you watch, it is a very small part of the conversation, really. This is about the fullness of who this woman was, and she was a human being, and she shouldn't be reduced to a race any more than I should or anybody should." End quote. Just so you know, Queen Cleopatra features Adele James in the lead role, a casting decision that the streaming giant says is a nod to the centuries-long conversation about the ruler's race, but which officials in Cairo has dismissed as a blatant historical fallacy. The trailer released a few weeks ago claims that Cleopatra was black with coily hair, which has infuriated Egyptians who have since condemned the claim.
Oh, wow.
Drama.
Drama.
I understand where this is coming from. Like I said, Little Mermaid also had controversy as well. But I think that one didn't even carry as much because at the end of the day, she's a fictional character.
But this one...
situation where it's a real character, I did expect it when I did see them say that Cleopatra would be black. Can I say everybody's claims are valid? Because if in Egypt, yes, if in Egypt, the Egyptians are telling you she's not black, I see how the person in the movie now says that this movie, you shouldn't even be focused on the race.
There is more to it.
But again, I mean, when history happens and people in the future or kids are growing up and saying, but I saw a black Cleopatra movie. Now that question of where she's from is a problem. She also said that her mother, her grandmother, nobody can say where she was from. Yes, the father, Pharaoh, whatever, might have been a different race, but it's very complicated and it's very, but again, it's your girl that did the movie, so...
So I know that...
Yes!
So you're looking for my trouble again.
Jada Pinkett Smith.
It's okay, you're looking for my trouble again. Because, yeah, I don't want to say anything about that girl. But then let's focus on the Cleopatra thingy. So... I totally agree with everything you've said. I agree in the sense that when people are asking questions like, oh, we watched this movie and this was the representation, and then kids are asking questions and you cannot actually really answer the questions because, of course, it is what it is. But then again, I understand what the actress was trying to say there, saying that same. This person is a human being, nonetheless. Like, okay, so don't let us start going back and forth, white, black, or something. At the end of the day, everybody is human first before you start talking about the color. I get it. But and then again, she said that there is more to the story than focusing on that. And I think this alone has actually given the movie a buzz. Because I am going to watch it because of this. I saw it and I'm like, okay, I'm coming back to you. And it is because in the news they said, they used a black Cleopatra. And I said, okay, because of this buzz, I'm going to actually pay attention.
To be honest, this has been a major discussion in the film industry over the years. Lots of people have complained about certain characters not...
How don't we just... Sorry, but why would we not actually do things right? If in broadcasting, for instance, or, you know, they tell you that you should pronounce words the way people who come from that place pronounce their words. So you have a news bulletin, and then you have, like, a Calabar name. Calabar, name. And then... you are going about looking for somebody from Calabar so that they can actually tell you, because you can actually sit down there and say, oh, because I am not and my tongue is not.
So let me even make it easier for you. So imagine that they want to do a Tupac biopic and they get Eminem to play it. We'll fight. We will fight.
You get.
We will fight.
You understand? So yeah.
I don't even think it's a issue of racism or anything. It's just the issue of who can play it at that point. I mean, they looked for who was going to play Michael Jackson, and they had to get his nephew to play the role. So even recently, even today, I was reading the news and I saw Tom Hanks was talking about 007 and who he thinks should be the new 007, and his choice is still Idris Elba. But there's been question marks about Idris Elba as a black James Bond. So this is a conversation that would always be there.
So it's quite different because this one is historical.
Yeah.
Do you get? That is the reason.
It's symbolic.
Yeah.
Like somebody else play Honeypot now. You're not going to bring Kim Kardashian.
How? The person must look like me. Like me. Kim Kardashian that is short like.
Kim Kardashian is saying, I'm a Yoruba girl.
But if you look at it, I mean, they have a point for being
I
upset
get it.
about it.
See, it's almost like everybody's points
is valid. So who go solve this problem? We don't know.